not to know too much. I try not to notice. I try not to go, but I keep on moving on. I think I'm better off alone. Over the borderline. Something you wanted, and there's no doubt you might be wrong. You walked away from something you left behind. Another borderline. You will never know these battles I'm fighting. No matter where I go, home's inside my mind. Not what I left behind. Another borderline.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ESL Dota 2 Malaysia Singapore Championship. This is week number 4, day 1, as we are at the midway checkpoint for this entire group stage. I'm HusKKiee and I'm joined by Danelie.
Exactly, so we have a whole bunch of games for you today, and I think in particular the second series is going to be the one that's going to pique a lot of our interests. If you want to know what's happening though, I think we're going to head on over to our matches for today. Our first game of the day is going to be GeekFam up against JuniorGaming, and our second game, HusKKiee, tell them our star game.
It's FlowerGaming versus TeamX.
Yeah, I've got to say, I've been impressed with TeamX. They've been playing pretty well over the past couple of weeks, and they're up against FlowerGaming, which is arguably the strongest team in the entire tournament.
Yeah, but we also need to take a look at the standings, the results from last week. There we go. FlowerGaming 2-0 JuniorGaming, but that was because JuniorGaming forfeited due to some unforeseen circumstances. TeamX went 1-1 with GeekFam, Legenda 1-1 with P1 Gaming, and Unicorn took clean 2-0 over Dota Heroes.
Yeah, I think the last game, it was very close to being 1-1 as well, but after a couple of late game decision making, I've got to say mistakes from Dota Hero that kind of costed them that one game against Unicorns. I mean, that's 3 points, but to these players, these 3 points are so important when you're trying to aim for top 4, because for all you know, it could be that one match that determines whether or not you make it through to the end of the season.
Yeah, and we saw a lot of crazy plays last week as well. The Nature's Prophet, Media Hammer, backdraw strat, the Wombo combo from Unicorn, and just Legenda, GeekFam being upset again. Legenda also have being handed their first upset. But this will be the standings for now. FlowerGaming and Unicorn, clean slate, 18 points, 6 wins. GeekFam trailing at 3rd place. P1 and TeamX 4th and 5th with the same points. Legenda 6th place, Dota Hero and JuniorGaming looking for their first win.
Now this could be a bit of a scary week for TeamX depending on how they play against FlowerGaming today, because they could essentially come out of it with 0 points.
Oh yeah.
If they make some of the wrong moves. And FlowerGaming, I believe they've been, I want to say they've been the most consistent, although we had a bit of a funky match with them earlier on in the weeks, but I think TeamX have got a lot of pressure to actually take at least one game off of Flower, because as of now, Flower is dominating the entire standings.
Yeah, TeamX lost to Unicorn 2-0. They tied GeekFam 1-1, and they're up against another frontrunner, which is FlowerGaming. But the first series of today is going to be JuniorGaming and GeekFam, as you guys can see on the schedules right now, followed by TeamX versus FlowerGaming at 9 p.m.
Yeah, so first game, JuniorGaming versus GeekFam. I wanted to start the day today by saying that GeekFam, they should, in theory, get a 2-0, but I have to say, I think over the past couple of weeks, they have shown a little bit of weakness in their lineup. They in some places, it seems like they haven't really got it together. They seem a little bit uncoordinated. They don't really have a sense of direction, and they've been making small mistakes that shouldn't be happening. I don't know if I'm feeling like I feel like I'm being a bit too harsh with GeekFam, but maybe it's just this expectation, like you sort of expected them to play a certain way, for me anyway, and it's not quite there. But this is JuniorGaming. They are one of the newer teams coming up into the tournament as well. Not to say they're a bad team, but I think experience-wise, they probably got some of the least experience in this tournament when you look at the names of some of the players in these top-tier teams. I think for Junior, I think they haven't won any games yet.
They have not won a single game.
I mean, it's going to be a difficult one. Not to say that it's not impossible, because sometimes when it comes to Dota, I really think in some circumstances it's just the flip of a coin. You get lucky and you somehow win that team fight, and you never know, that team fight could essentially win you the game. But I think for Junior, it's going to be a tough opponent still. This is still GeekFam. If you guys have been following the Dota 2 scene in Malaysia for a while, you should know the majority of these players: Alacrity, KYXY, Brian, Shanks, Tino. I mean, you can't laugh at these players. You can't laugh at these players either, because they've got a lot of experience to back up their very strong play styles.
Yeah, especially Brian. I would say this guy has really been popping off it.
He's your favorite player. I have to say that.
One reason, because his name is almost, I got mistaken for him on one point on Twitter. But the main reason I love this guy is because of how he plays the game as a support. He doesn't really crumble under pressure. You can see, even when the team is losing, even when in that game that GeekFam was falling apart, Brian still does his best to kind of supplement the team and provide them with what they need. It's not to say that the rest of the team didn't match with his pace or something. It's more towards how you can really see him putting his effort in, like 100%.
I just wanted to know, like, whose decision was it for Brian to sort of play like that last week? If you guys don't know what match we're talking about, I think it was game 2.
It was game 2, yeah.
Yeah, it was game 2 of their match last week. If you haven't caught it, we highly recommend the match. It was super exciting. We won't spoil it for you. Just head on over, go back to the VODs. Super fun game. But I actually want to know whose decision was it. Was it the captain, or was it Brian's decision to say, guys, I'm going to try and do spoiler-free as possible, Game of Thrones style? Was it his decision to make that play, or if it was the team's decision to make the play?
Yeah, because I actually wanted to know the same as well. Throughout the entire, I think, 50+ minutes of that match, the things
You're spoiling the match at this point. 50 minutes?
I mean,
what do you mean 50 minutes?
The things that they do, the entire GeekFam did, took a lot of commitment in terms of time. It was a gradual build up to the grand finale where they won. So it's definitely something that I think I would love to find out, like whose idea was it to have the entire team play in that manner. But for their opponents today, JuniorGaming, I would say it is one of the teams that you don't have a particular superstar. Everyone is on the same level. Everyone is, I would say, on the same
page.
Yeah, same page, same standards. There's no standout player which just takes over the entire game.
I really do want to see a bit more of JuniorGaming, actually. I want to see what's their core play style. Do they run the same heroes? They have for all we know, they could have a diverse hero pool and we just don't know anything about it.
Yeah, and
like, they have a slight advantage where they are essentially in the dark for some of these teams. Like, it's a new team, they're up and coming, there's not much information. And when you don't have information on a team, sometimes they can use that at a clutch moment to make the play.
And I think that we gotta take a short commercial break before the series starts. But for those who missed out the first 3 weeks of the tournament, here are the highlight videos for you guys. Check out what happened leading up to week number 4. Enjoy. And that one, I was just just about to point out that Darkseid is really getting out of control. Geometric grip onto the Razor as TP to come in from Xiang. Great blink back versus Love is now going to take the fight straight to Unicorn. There is where the use comes in as Insidious will kill off CJY off screen. Now Kang is forced to fight, but out of storm is just too much. Great rotation coming in from X. They will get 2, they will get 3. Luck doesn't even go down. The cold embrace will keep him warm. Unicorn will lose 3 members.
Another 5 to 10 more minutes. If they do not respond, they will lose the last tower right there.
Yeah, Barry rolling in with a great boulder smash. Can't even kill off Baxter straight away. The Black Hole, useless in that fight. Not even getting anyone. Mostly slow, but he's going to do his best before he goes down. It seems like he won't even take enough damage to die. Barry's going to roll back in, trying to do as much damage as he can as Danelie starts the Blade Fury. He will finally kill off the Earth Spirit, but the list is used up and brought down. Mozun with a double. There's 4 kills for Legenda, but there's a buyback. 4 kills for FlowerGaming, but a buyback from No Pow. Needs no avail.
Walk it off.
Just walk it off.
Yeah, just walk it off. You open up your LT because that's gonna walk to our fountain with that.
Yeah, I think the problem right there is that the fight was split up.
Yep.
And it definitely went in the favor of P1 as poke comes in from Junie, not able to snatch away the Aegis. So shotgun coming onto OD, but I'm Done is there. But look at the damage coming in from Blade. I'm Done now trying to cut down the Morphling, but he's somehow losing it. Blade going ham, and he's going to beat the Troll 1 versus 1. And that means he can go for more. There's your boulder roll onto Junie. OD running away with the Spirit Vessel. He activates the Shrine. Moon is there, but there's no damage at all coming in from JuniorGaming. They're exhausted their resources, and that means P1 can have their way with the Raiden side. 3 kills for the Dire, and they might be able to get more as OD blinks right out, but QWE, does he want to go for the 4th? And it seems like he will. Stun on the Junie, kicks him back into the hands of Blade, and Blade is starting to come right in. There's your miscall to heal out the Morphling. Skadi will slow him down. Blade returns to full health with the cheese, and Junie will fall.
Just like the backup when it comes, it's gonna be an issue.
Again, there's your Avalanche and the Blade Fury button. Still trying to stay alive, but finally, Ursa is going to use Enrage. KYXY gets tossed up, comes back down. Enrage will run out. He will use the Magic Stick. They're trying to get vision for that 3 toss. Chidori going for the kill, but the damage is not enough. The Stout Shield keeping KYXY alive. Now Chidori is in tower range. Glyph is used as well. The boulder smash will slow down the Juggernaut. The toss, again, not enough to kill off KYXY, and somehow the bag gets out alive. And it's Chidori and Shady now stuck in a predicament. Chidori with a great Blade Fury might want to turn this around onto the Earth Spirit, and he will not be able to do so for now. Trying to go for the last hit. Yes, he does. KYXY coming in. The bear is angry. KYXY with a double, and it's GeekFam coming out on top at the very end of that fight. They'll be able to start taking down that structure, and Alacrity to start things off. They get a Stream and Ravage. Omniscience gets used as well. Bun with the buyback instantly, but can they get anything back and save the Rex? A swap from KYXY and RP onto 2. Macro Pride gets laid down, making 3. KYXY with a double, and GeekFam are just slaughtering Dota Heroes right now. Dota Heroes might be the hero, but GeekFam and Alacrity are the gods, and they will destroy Dota Hero in that fight. There's buybacks flying in left and right. Dieback for Bun and GeekFam. They will most certainly take the second set of racks, and the God Strength is now up for Alacrity as he goes for Chidori. Dieback for the Juggernaut. Tide Hunter is going to face Tide Rack. Mega kill for KYXY. The racks will fall, and the GG will be called. GeekFam will get a clean sweep. So FlowerGaming, they go for another smoke gang. This has to work out. But the Greaves is complete by Tide Hunter. MKB as well.
Oh god!
They might not be able to win this. Dreamcoil has the X, but look at that! Candylon gets destroyed immediately, has to buy back. They do kill off the Oracle.
The surprise
the tree! Oh no, Chidori goes in for the double with the triple! Might go for more DDZ. Run, draw, run, gets tossed in, and he might not be able to survive this. The gush comes in, lightning strikes him down.
They didn't anticipate the Greaves. They didn't anticipate the Greaves. They saw Tide. I'm pretty sure they were super happy when they got the gust off onto him because they gusted him. They ran in there. Tide turned around, ran right into the middle of them, and he was like, surprise!
Not sure what was the intention there, but here comes Trazam into a Stormhammer. Ghost Ray being used, but Mata to be put to sleep. Treatment, Vacuum used as well. Stolen Requiem by Moon. Wow, this guy trying to keep the dream alive. Borrow Time is activated, but Borrow Time can only sustain for so much as it will start to expire. Stormhammer onto the SM. They might finally kill this guy after 15 minutes as Mato running at him. The ATOS will seal his fate. Finally,
Bottom lane, Kido.
most probably going to
Gonna have a
die.
good time.
There's the TP from the TA though, trying to turn things around. Finally, Mana Void gets used. Hino will kill off the Sven, but now is in a really tight spot, waiting for the blink cooldown to come off. Just one
Need
more
vision.
second will do. They'll get the vision,
Oh!
but Hino blinks away, gets the TP off as well, and he will make it out with his life.
That almost turned into a massive misplay from Batrider. Tiny trying to go for a backstab, or is it?
You see this actually drop a really great power shot right there, but luck dropping low, but Purifying Flame is not enough damage.
Coming in from the back,
Yes,
we've
it is
got
now with a
Tiny.
powerful shot, and here we go. Fixer is here. He's hasted as well. He instantly gets a double. Looking for the third right now. That's the Hex onto Blade, and Blade will be blunted. Fixers with a triple kill. It's just, the Howl of Terror is not going to spot anyone. They can
Smoke.
smoke up.
Is that smoke versus smoke?
They're going to see the smoke. The Azora War was there. Yeah, they
The
can smoke
smoke-
up. They're going for a
Okay,
wraparound.
wait.
Here we go. Dun, dun. They're gonna find. It's only Kenny Lun. Toss to BKB. Mozun gets tossed right out. Remember, they don't have the last strike. It's a 4 versus 4. There's Snowball coming in again as a Mana Star. Hurricane Pie used as well. Shidori gets crit. He might die. No, the third blade keeps it alive. The bash of the Lance. Lance not even going down. The Rev coming in onto DDZ. DDZ gets chased. The pistol blade goes down. That's your Divari on the ground. Chidori making his work, and there's a buyback instantly from Lance and DDZ.
Who picked up the Divine Rapier?
Snowball. Oh no, DDZ's back.
He bought
Back for
back.
round number 2.
He bought back.
Yeah, he bought back.
He needs to. Okay, can they heal Chidori? He's TPing. Oh,
Oh
the
no, the swap! No! Chidori, no! Not like this.
He's got no buyback either. Oh my goodness.
Could be the end.
The advantage of running a Doom. It's quite difficult to kill unless you have the burst for him. Scorched Earth doing a lot of work. So, oh, are they gonna try and bait this?
Yeah, they're actually trying to contest it, so that's the toss
Oh,
onto
what?
the high ground. Wow, Tiny.
Okay, firstly, how did the creeps get up there to begin with?
Did he toss them onto a ward?
Mate,
Yeah,
is there a ward?
Maybe expired? I don't know, but yeah, that's a dead key down.
That was. I've got to look at the replay. I got to see how he got the creeps up there to begin with. That was very smart.
And the entire game, we'll see how he's going to pan out as we will find a Shaman, and that's another kill going over to the OD. Great Astro on the troll, but Zil is here for the backup. Again, Doctor gets brought in. It's only disarm but not silence. Great false promise though. Armada is summoned. Lands onto the OD. OD might just pop, but he will Astro himself to keep himself alive for now. There's X marks the spot. Can the Oracle do much? He does blink away, and he still stays alive. Enough healing coming in from the Oracle. CJY now gets the boulder in the face as the Panda will run at him and killing off. The Lasso is channel in the back as Shidori does use the ultimate, staying alive for now. Oracle is dead. So as the Troll. Cyclone to Trazen. Trazen will drop back down. They do catch the Witch Doctor as well. Mercury with a double kill, and now the entire team of Dora Hero is stranded in the top lane. Unicorn coming for payback. Just do it. He's gonna blink right in without fear. Gets the torrent in the face, but I don't think Zio has the damage as Just Do It will prison him with that Astro. Trazen with the great disarm. Lucky strike is lucky indeed, and Kang will just draw a trail of flame onto this poor pirate, and fire will send him to the grave. 3 times starting to show as the TP will come in from the rest of the agenda. That Avalanche will stagger both Nopa and Vexus, but not Denise though. Denise is ready, but OD is there with the Arcane of his Wicked Sick, and so you can want to go for more. Drops the hammer, double the triple! Keto comes in a bit too late and might even give the Ultra Q away because he's going to come out of the Astral Imprisonment. There's the stun. Danny trying to right the wrongs for the second time. Turns into the OD himself as he Astros up the real OD, but that's the double Astro. He might be able to blink away because you don't take damage from your own Astro, and he might be able to TP out with that triple kill, and he will. Keto will miss that crush, and Legenda, they lose 3 members and they get nothing in return.
So much work this game. I'm actually very impressed with how he's been able to play. He's
Going for
gonna-
the steal. Can he get his Snatch as he edges away? Oh my god, Legenda, that is a big blunder. And Odie's gonna walk right in and throws out those Arcane Ops. Kidao will lose his life as the rest of P1 will try to clean house, but Lenny, he is not Duma, so means he can start dealing damage. Kidao will use that buyback. He'll is the only one defending right now. He can use the stunning rate if he wants to because it's only on 40-second cooldown, but they will bring in the rest of the team as Nick's going in with a great spike carry pace to get spun down. Going down to low health again as the vacuum.
No
and the
BKBs!
Omni slash, wall, Requiem, they catch everyone. Chidori dies again. Dora here, what are you doing?
Oh my
Abaddon might
goodness!
die as well. Chidori is gonna buy back straight away. Unicorn, I don't know how they put it on, but Dota Hero, they are not playing this the way they should, and Chidori has to back off, and they are even going to find the Weaver.
Oh
Dora
my
Hero
gosh.
didn't find no one in that fight.
The ultimate bait. Queen of Pain had BKB and she didn't get to trigger it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ESL Dota 2 Malaysia Singapore Championship. This is week number 4, day 1. There was a lot of highlights that we went through.
It's pretty good though, because I think everyone at home, they'll be able to catch up on some of the matches. Also, just to let you guys know, if any other games seem pretty interesting, they have some really great VODs. You can go over to, I believe it's on our Facebook page, we got all the VODs.
Oh yeah, it's on ESL Asia. Definitely catch it there. All the games, including from the drafting to post-game. Everything you need to know is there.
Yeah, I think we should make a top 5 list of like the best games for the tournament for people that sort of want to catch up on some of the awesome ones. Because we've had, I think, 3
we had
really epic
3 or
games.
4, yeah.
I think it was, yeah, there's been at least one every week, I believe.
Yeah, for it was what Geek.
So I know week 2 there was I know
GeekFam Legenda.
the FlowerGaming game.
Oh yeah, that
FlowerGaming versus
Dota Hero.
FlowerGaming Dota Hero.
Yeah.
There was one there. Then there was week 3 was, who was it this time?
This Geek. I can think of 4 off the top of my
4?
head. Yeah, GeekFam versus Legenda.
That was
week
last
2.
week, right? Oh, so week 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
FlowerGaming versus Dota Hero. GeekFam versus TeamX. Legenda versus P1. And Dota Hero versus Unicorn. There we go.
We gotta do top 5. We gotta do top 5 for you guys. We'll see if we can get it done. So
Yeah.
if you want to catch up on all the matches and you don't want to watch the very quick ones, because we've also had some very quick matches as well over the past couple of weeks, we'll let you all know so you're able to watch all the best highlights of the tournament. Because we're only halfway through. There's a lot of games that we still haven't played yet, and I think the biggest one is going to have to be Flower versus Unicorn. I think that's happening quite a bit. That's going to be quite a ways away, so we're just
Saving the best for last.
I mean, that's normal, right? It's like when you eat cake, okay, you leave the icing, like the very nice bit last. No?
Do you eat the icing last? No.
Normally I don't eat the icing, but a lot of people like icing. I
Okay.
like the cake.
Yeah. So I think even from the highlights, if you guys have been paying attention, I think week number 3 is one of the most explosive ones so far.
Yes, yes.
Uh,
I think we
even-
had 2 highlight matches on that week, did we?
Yeah, but from the top 5 particularly, it's actually just across 2 games out of 8 games. Only 2 games made it into the highlights, which I think is very fair because those 2 games pose the most epic moments. Sadly, we didn't get any games from day 1. It was all from day 2. Regardless, I think it's really great. Especially, I think the last one, the first place. If you guys have been paying attention, it was that big wombo combo, a combination of at least 7 to 8 skills, 2 or 3 ultimates from Unicorn to just wipe Dota Hero. I still rewatch that VOD and think to myself.
Oh wait, was that the Drowvenge?
No, it was the Requiem, Omni slash, the Jakiro, the game where Dota Hero should have won against Unicorn. They had a Morphling.
Let me think.
You just watched it. It was.
Was that the one where they baited?
Yes.
Was that the? Oh, that
Yeah,
was
the
the
one with
debate
Queen of
one.
Pain,
Okay,
yes,
I remember
yes,
that
yeah.
game. I
Yeah,
called that one the debate. 'Cause that was
I still rewatch the VODs and think to myself, how could this happen? I honestly I couldn't give myself a reason
well, this is where people say,
yeah.
"Welcome to Dota."
to do that.
Stuff like this happens, but it's great. I mean, we get games like that, and it makes you keep coming back to watch more of these games because this is what Dota's about. It's all these like explosive, high energy plays, not the pre-20-minute games. Okay, those are lies. That's not a game of Dota.
Yeah, we had that in week 2.
Yeah, week
I think
two
the
we
first
had-
day was the first day was so quick. I think we ended an hour ahead of schedule.
Yes.
That was how quick those games
Wait a
were.
minute. Did we finish early? I think
Yeah,
we
we did.
finished on schedule.
No, we
right?
finished early. It was wait, was it? Yeah,
I
a bit
think
early.
We
We finished a bit early because it was an average of 20 minutes per game.
It was crazy. I remember us saying that. I wonder if we're going to break our record of the fastest games, and I think we did.
We did. They were playing speedrun. The fastest game so far was 19 minutes. If memory serves, it's 19 minutes. But I forgot which team. That was how quick the games were.
It was. I know the week 2 was when P1 and Junior were playing other teams.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think one of them played Flower. That might have been why it was super fast.
Yes, yes.
I think was it Junior Flower?
No, Junior Flower was last week where they forfeited.
Then it
so
must be P1. No, P1. I think P1.
should be yeah.
No, I thought P1 forfeited Flower
No,
last week. No.
no, that was Junior.
Was that Junior? I'm
Yeah.
so confused. That's
Yeah, because Junior is playing. It's going to be supposedly our upcoming series. Excuse me, against GeekFam. But I think we still gotta wait on that for a bit. So we're gonna go on an extended commercial break, and hopefully when we come back, we'll have updates for you guys regarding the upcoming series. So until then, do stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hold out something you wanted, and there's no doubt you might be wrong. Walked away from something you left behind. Another borderline. Try not to know too much. Try not to notice. I try not to go, but I keep on moving now. I think I'm better off alone. Over the borderline. notice. I try not to go, but I keep on moving on. I think I'm better off alone. Over the borderline. Something you wanted, and there's no doubt you might be wrong. You walked away from something you left behind. Another borderline. You will never know these battles I'm fighting. No matter where I go, home's inside my mind. Not what I left behind. Another borderline.
And we're back for the ESL Dota 2 Malaysia Singapore Championship. I'm HusKKiee and I'm joined by the one and only Danelie. However,
we have some bad
Yeah.
news, guys.
first
Now,
things first.
I'll do the explanation. It's okay, HusKKiee, I got this. So, unfortunately, to our fans at home that are waiting for our first match, which was supposed to be JuniorGaming versus GeekFam, unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances, GeekFam are not able to play today, and that means that that's going to be 6 points to JuniorGaming.
Yeah, and to put it simple, GeekFam forfeited the first series, which will hand JuniorGaming their first 6 points, pushing them up the scoreboards for a bit.
Speaking of scoreboards, we do have the updated scoreboard for you with the brand new points. And I have to say, this is actually a bit of a scary place to be if you're GeekFam. 2 points here to JuniorGaming, that's 6 points.
That's 6 points.
That's a pretty big deal as well for GeekFam to not have a chance at grabbing these 6 points this week, because look at their score now.
Yeah.
They have played, technically they've played the most matches, but they're down under 12 points.
Yeah.
Whereas you take a look at some of the other teams, P1, TeamX, they're down 1. Technically, they're missing a series, but they could tie with GeekFam here. It's a bit scary because suddenly the scoreboard's going to equalize, and it's going to be a rush for 3rd and 4th place for the season.
Yeah, and that also gives Dota Hero a lot of hope since they're playing tomorrow as well, I believe, against P1.
Speaking of Dota Hero, I got to say, because I know a lot of people are going to be thinking, oh, it's Dota Hero, they've got no points. So we got a bit of a wake-up call here. Dota Hero have essentially played against some of the hardest teams
Yeah.
in the tournament. So it's kind of understandable to see that they haven't picked up any points yet, but I'm actually expecting them to start picking up points this week onwards.
They should be... I think if they're looking at this right now, they should be really happy because, like you said, Dota Hero played technically the top 3 teams. They played FlowerGaming, they played Unicorn, they played GeekFam. They lost all of their games against the front runners. But now, with this forfeit from GeekFam and JuniorGaming gaining 6 points, it blows the whole group right open. Now Dota Hero has the chance to actually make top 4.
I think if anything, it's essentially, as I said, it's a race for 3rd and 4th place, because I think 1st and 2nd, I think it's going to be inevitable. A lot of people will probably believe this as well. It's essentially going to be Flower and Unicorn, I think, with how they've been performing as a team. They've been the most stable. They're technically the strongest teams is what we've seen.
Yeah,
and it leaves little room for error for the other teams, because if you've only got 2 places left.
Yeah, and we're looking at the top 2 teams with, I wouldn't say that they have a distinct difference in their play style, but you can see the characteristics is a bit different from each other. Like for me, FlowerGaming is explosive, run at you, kill you, and take your throne. Whereas Unicorn is more calculative. They plan their routes out and then they execute it, like those big wombo combos. FlowerGaming, they don't really do that much of wombo combos, but they just run at you.
I really feel like when it comes to FlowerGaming, it's just raw skill.
Yeah, raw skill.
They're just very, very skilled players. They know what to do. And I feel like they've got this thing down. I mean, the players have been together for years, right? If you guys know who the FlowerGaming roster is, these guys have been together for ages. I'm pretty sure if they just played a game of Dota with no headsets, no comms, no microphone, they could play just as well as if they were on LAN with comms, because they know each other so well.
Yeah, like if you've been together with your team long enough, telepathy just automatically establishes between you and your teammates. I think that's how chemistry works.
I mean, that's...
to some extent.
I mean, they've been together for this long, so clearly something is working, right?
Yeah, but we've just received an update. We unfortunately have to go to an extended break, but do not go anywhere, because when we come back, it's going to be between TeamX and FlowerGaming. So stay tuned for that. We're going to catch you guys in a bit. And we are back for the ESL Dota 2 Malaysia Singapore Championship. This is match day number 7, or as we call it, day 1, week 4.
And I mean, we had some devastating news earlier on, but guys, we might have some more devastating news for you right now. HusKKiee, what is it?
Well, so the upcoming series after GeekFam forfeit against JuniorGaming should be TeamX versus FlowerGaming. But unfortunately, FlowerGaming, due to unforeseen circumstances, would not be able to make it, which basically means FlowerGaming forfeited the series against TeamX as well.
And this concludes our day 1.
Yeah, but
unfortunately.
But before that, we have some good news, which is the standings, because the points still apply for the teams that stayed until the end. So we'll show you guys what happened after the unfortunate happenings.
Circumstances. I honestly don't know what to call it at this point. So Team X get 6 points because of FlowerGaming forfeiting, which pushes them up to 15. And I mean, looking at Team X's position after this is great because they've gotten 6 points from essentially one of the best teams in the tournament, pushing them up to 3rd place. FlowerGaming don't really feel anything because they're still leading at 18 points. The only difference is that they are they've got 2 losses compared to Unicorns, who's still flawless in terms of their score. So Unicorns really don't mind yet. They're going to potentially overtake FlowerGaming tomorrow because Unicorns is playing tomorrow. Junior also getting 6 points today, which is their first set of points, really, and it pushes them up from 8th and 7th to 6th place.
Yeah, and TeamX should be the most happy team right now because they play GeekFam.
Has X played Unicorns? They have, right?
They have not.
Oh, they haven't?
They played P1. So they have not. TeamX hasn't played Unicorn yet. They tied out the series against GeekFam 1-1. They got a free 6 points from FlowerGaming, so the only team standing in their way for now is Unicorns. Because TeamX, they 2-0 P1 as well. They're in such a good position to net top 4 at this stage of the stage.
Yeah, so honestly today with our forfeits, it really shakes up the leaderboard. Now, mind you guys, we should have some games tomorrow, so don't mind us. Tomorrow's schedule is going to start at the exact same time, starting with Legenda versus Unicorn, which should be a very exciting series. And then we'll close the night out with Dota Hero versus P1 Gaming.
Yeah, and I would love to see both series, especially the last one, because it might be Dota Heroes' chance to finally get themselves their first win. Like you said, they've been playing against Unicorn, FlowerGaming, and GeekFam for the first 3 weeks, and they've been dumpstered all the way. They almost got 1 win against FlowerGaming. Wasn't close enough. They lost, I would say, a very interesting match against Unicorn last week. This week might be their week.
I mean, yeah, we said this before. They played against like the hardest teams in the tournament. So I think from here on out, it could be I want to say it's a downhill battle because they've essentially met the strongest teams already. But I will say it's going to be shaken up a little bit because I think something we have to take into consideration is that at the beginning of all tournaments, everyone's starting fresh. You don't really know what everyone's going to be running. And essentially, I think the matches, they're a little bit easier in the beginning of the tournament because when you go later and later, there's data. People start looking at your heroes. They look at how you play. They can actually scrim with other teams and know that, okay, we've seen this team play like this, that, and unless you have a new strat, things get a little bit difficult. So as much as I want to say it's a downhill battle, I think it could be a bit of a troublesome way, but who knows? It's Dota Hero. Maybe they'll end it on a high note.
Yep, and hopefully that happens tomorrow because we're gonna call it in for a really early night.
It's very early.
Yeah. Apologize to all you guys who have been waiting for the matches to happen. We are also very sad that we won't be able to bring the action to you guys today, but tomorrow will be a new day with 4 more matches between 4 interesting and great Dota 2 teams in this tournament. We're going to say good night and goodbye for today. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
something you wanted, and there's no doubt you might be wrong. Walked away from something you left behind. Another borderline. Try not to know too much. Try not to notice. I try not to go, but I keep on moving now. I think I'm better off.